What's going on, nation? Today we're gonna talk about the Big Rock by Arrma. This one is a 3S. I'm not 100% sure if it does 2S. I always run it on 3S brushless. It is a 1/10 scale and it's kind of a it's almost like a monster truck, but it has a kind of a wide stance. As you can see, it's a bit wider than a normal monster truck. This one right here is gonna cost you around 300 something pounds. Obviously you're gonna need your own battery to put in there. It will not come with batteries, but it will come completely ready to run. Just need to provide four AA batteries for your controller. That is right here, and you need to provide also your LiPo batteries. The controller itself is pretty good. This is the SLT3. It is a 4-channel, if I'm not wrong. It is a very good controller. Your on off button is going to be on this side. You're going to have steering reverse, throttle reverse. Here you're going to be able to choose between 50, 75 or 100% of the power. Is very good if you have kids. You know, you just start at 50, and when they start to get the hang of it, you can go full on. Your trigger feels very nice. Your steering has the foam around, feels very good. And then you're also going to have your steering trim, throttle trim, and also your steering adjustment. And you're also going to have your extra channel here that does nothing. You always can bind something there if you want to. Now, starting with the car, this is obviously those skid roof plates, and the one on the back are not standard on the car. I bought this on eBay. I really recommend. They are 3D printed, but they look very good. Look at this, looks beautiful. It is a little bit dirty. I've been bashing it a little bit. And this ones, you also can choose the size. This one's actually made for the Big Rock, so you don't really have to worry with the size. They will fit perfect. They come with screws, with everything you need. Now, if you're hearing kind of a noise, it's very windy outside. I'm in my garage, so if you hear that that noise, I apologize for that. Now, the body itself, very resistant, very impressed I am with. It's very thick, feels very nice. It has also these things that you're not going to lose your clips. You love this body. I still done the sugar thing on it to keep it even more resistant, but even if you don't do it, this body can take a beat. Looking under the shelf, or under the bonnet, or the hood for the Americans, this thing, it is a little bit dirty, as you can see. I didn't clean it, but you have double wishbone suspension, front and rear. This is the rear, this is the front. Let's start with the front. So they are adjustable. They bring this kind of preset ones if you want to. So, you know, if you want to adjust, you just slide them on or slide them off, depending on what kind of suspensions you're looking for. There are oil shocks. They are plastic, but they are oil, so you're always going to be able to kind of tune the suspensions that you want, and that is very good. It has these drive shafts. They are plastic. I'm not having any issues with them. They're very good. The only issue I did have was this, the toe. I don't know if this is the toe or that one is the toe, but this links here, steering links, they bend pretty easy, to be honest. I just roll over the car and one of them bend, but they're not expensive and very easy to find. It has a nice bumper here on the front. I mean, this thing roll over many times, didn't have any issues with that. Has a very thick plastic everywhere, even the arms and everything. Like I always say, I'm not an extreme basher, but I do bash my cars. I do jump with them. And this one didn't give me any issues. You're also going to have all these protections to keep mud and everything to go from the inside. You're always going to get something, but it helps a little bit to not get all that mud and dirt in there. It's going to have an EC5 connector in here. They are very good, especially if you use Spectrum batteries. I don't use, but you're going to have extra data, I think, with this kind of Spectrum, or ESC and motor. They're all Spectrum, and they're very good. I did upgrade the server, even though I didn't need it. Actually, the server that comes here, it is very good. I went with this one. There is a cheaper one that you can get, you know, AliExpress and stuff like that. But to be honest, compare this 25 kilos for the one that was here that I'm not even sure how many kilos it was. It's not much difference. This one has a bit more torque, but I think it is a little bit slower than the one that was here. So the Spectrum one, it is very, very good. The center drive shaft, it is plastic, but it is very easy to remove, you know. You just push it like that. It is spring loaded, comes off. It has this bearing that comes standard on this one to help not have any vibration and, you know, start to mess about. It has the BLX 100 here. I presume it's 100 amps. Didn't have any issues, works great. The motor itself, as you can see, is a Spectrum Firma 3200 kV, does 3S. Don't know if you can do more than that. I'm been running 3S, and this thing, it is pretty damn fast. Has 2 fans on the top that work great, no issues there as well. When it comes to changing your pinion or anything that your spur gear, this thing has that easy system that you just undo a screw under the chassis, pull that thing off, just pull it here, and everything comes off very, very easy. I've been using especially quite a lot on my Infraction, the 3S. It's not even the 3S, it's the Mega one. I did convert my Infraction for brushless, but I've been thinking out, you know, to change pinions, and it's very, very easy. I do love this system. Back again, double wishbone suspension. It has a bigger shocks on the back, as you can see. They're a bit longer, but they are almost the same system as the front. On the back, you're only going to be able to adjust, is the camber or the toe? I can't really, you know, you're going to be able to adjust the stance on the front. You're going to have toe and camber. The back, just one available. Has the wheelie bar that I kept it here. As you can see, it's pretty damn used because this thing wheelies and wheelies a lot. It has a very nice tires. Didn't have any issues. They're very nice and supple. They have foam on the inside. And I think, yeah, they are vented also on the outside. I do love that companies do that, because if you get dirt in there or water, it's always gonna escape. Very, very nice. Didn't have any issues with that. It has a plastic chassis underneath. To be honest, it's the best ones to have, because they're not gonna bend as the metal ones. It has these skid plates front and rear, and they're also pretty damn good. But do love this chassis. You can get skins for this, but plastic chassis, they're cheaper and they're gonna last you a little bit longer. And I'm in love with this one. I did fell in love. I actually bought it for my daughter. She didn't really like it. She loves my Kronos. My Kronos is nice, but you know, it's like a beast. It's always very, very fast. I fell in love with this one. This one rides so nice. He flies very good on the jumps. He's very smooth. Did really, really fell in love with this Arrma Big Rock that actually I am running it, and I bought Shogun for my daughter. She wanted something a little bit bigger like my Kronos, but with less wheelie power, so I bought her the Shogun, but I kept this one for myself because I did fell in love. So I do think now we're gonna rip a little bit, and I'm gonna leave you with some clips. Arrma Big Rock running 3S, and obviously I'm driving one-handed, so it's not always the best option.
fell in love and promised we'd never separate, but it seems the time has come that you run my life with no hope to fight.